Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so Frank Warren has stated that he believes Tyson Fury will defend his WBC and Ring Magazine heavyweight world titles against his mandatory challenger, the interim WBC World Heavyweight Champion, Dillian Whyte, in March at the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales, or the Millennium Stadium, as some people know it. And he also said that Tyson Fury and his team will not be offering Dillian Whyte a rematch clause. So, a couple of ways that I see this one. Firstly, if you don't, that's bad management. It really is, because you don't know what's going to happen in heavyweight boxing, especially heavyweight boxing. Anything can and does happen. One punch can change everything. So to not offer a rematch clause is madness. Absolute madness. But I don't want to offer him a rematch clause anyway. For me, I want the winner of this fight, in my opinion, hopefully Dillian Whyte, who knows if I'm going to turn out to be right on that one or not, to go fight for the undisputed world title straight away without any kind of rematch obligations. Don't want any of that. For me, the winner of that fight straight into an undisputed. So thank you very much, Frank Warren, for not offering a rematch clause. But is he actually going to offer Dillian Whyte a deal? No idea. Now, based on the voicemail that I got off Dillian Whyte a couple of days ago, the WBC have still not decided on what the split is going to be. But that's nothing quite unusual anyway. Usually the split is announced when it goes to purse bids, because when it's ordered for purse bids, you know what it's going to be. So whoever wins the purse bid, you know what the purses are going to be. Okay, as in what the split is usually all about. Whereas the negotiation period, which we're currently in, which is about 3 or 2.5 weeks left of it or something like that, you can offer pretty much anything that you want. You can offer a split, you can offer a percentage, or just offer a straight cash deal, however. And of course, it will be up to Dillian Whyte as to whether or not he sees that as acceptable or not. Likewise does Tyson Fury as well. But ultimately, if they can't agree a deal within the 30-day period, then it will go to purse bid, which is something that I said that I wanted in the beginning anyway, because I felt that if it went to purse bid, both of these guys are going to earn as much money as they possibly can, because obviously all the promoters and networks will all be bidding against each other. The highest bidder will win it. In other words, they're both going to get a whole chunk of change, that's for sure. And of course, then at this point, there is no negotiations. Whoever wins the purse bid, you know what the split's going to be. Currently, what it should be is 55% Tyson Fury, 45% Dillian Whyte. He's the interim champion. Will that be the case? We don't know, but for the arguments of this video, let's say it is 55% Tyson Fury, 45% Dillian Whyte. Everything else is entirely on the promoter or the network, whoever wins the purse bid. They can put it on whenever they want, wherever they want, really, obviously within a certain time scale, of course. Now, will it be the Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, Wales? Well, maybe. There's no reason why not, because obviously that's the only stadium at this time of the year that's going to be needed with a roof, because obviously it's going to be a stadium, it's a 75,000 seat stadium at the Cardiff International Rugby Ground, which is a phenomenal stadium. Of course, Anthony Joshua, he's been there on a couple of occasions now, and the place is absolutely electric. And for a fight like Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte for the WBC and Ring Magazine heavyweight world titles, it's going to be electric. In my opinion, it will sell out without any real problems, unless of course there's another pandemic on the horizon, who knows. But all going well, of course, it doesn't come down to that, and of course they can get this fight on, and I believe that it will sell out. I really do. But as to who will own the show, obviously that's going to be determined, because at the minute the negotiation period, it is purely going to be about who's going to run the show. Is it going to be a dual promotion? What networks is it all going to be on? All that kind of thing. And between ESPN and DAZN, there's going to be some issues with that one. And of course with Sky Sports, with Bob Arum being on Sky Sports and Frank Warren being on BT Sport. Obviously you've got the DAZN in the UK. That whole situation, in some ways, is probably better off going to purse bid anyway, because at least whoever wins the purse bid can pretty much put it on whatever platform that they want, and the opposing team can't oppose it unless you pull out the fight. Tyson Fury pulls out the fight, he's going to have to vacate the belt. Dillian Whyte pulls out the fight, Well, he's not going to fight for the world title, is he? So, anyway, that's the latest update. Frank Warren said that there will be no rematch clause offered. Good. And I think most people can agree with that. Good. Let's have the winner of this fight go fight for undisputed. Hopefully it's Dillian Whyte. Obviously, a lot of you will be hoping that it's Tyson Fury, and fully believe that it's going to be Tyson Fury, but you never know. And if you are trying to get the fight done and agreed, all terms agreed before the purse bid, it'd be pretty mad not to try and throw in a rematch clause. Anything has and does happen in boxing, especially the heavyweight division. Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.